Hello everybody, Moose here. It's been a crazy year. I just joined Street Beefs West Coast back in August, and I've had 2 fights. My record's 0-1 with 1 beef fight. So I've been laying down, making moves, and we've had about 4 events so far. I just want to give my opinion on a couple categories, and I'm going to pick 3 winners because it's crazy hard to just narrow it down to 1. Also, can you guys comment your favorite out of each pick? So I got a couple shout outs as well during the picks, so people that came up close. And yeah, so let's see what we got going on here. For one, I want to give a shout out to both of my opponents. On Street Beef West Coast 1, I fought Lamanite in an MMA match, and this dude hits hard, this dude's in shape. His crazy fight, back and forth in the first round. He definitely got me at the end, and I was not able to continue into round 2. And also I want to shout out Blanco. He's from Arizona himself, and even though we had a bit of problems, I feel like they're mostly hashed out. He does want to come to do MMA with me because I went to boxing for him. So that's respect, brother. I definitely accept your challenge. And yeah. So for the first category, I'm going to go with most improved fighter. Now, my most improved fighters are going to be guys, they probably had a fight already, and they might have faced adversity, and now they're just looking more sharp, more clean. I'm going to go with number 1, Mr. Silas. He even told me himself that he went from thinking that he'll whoop anybody's butt without training, and now he's back on that training grind, and he's going to just take off from here, man. The next one is going to be Chef Gangsta. Gangsta. It's hard to say, but you know what I'm trying to say. And this man, he came out, he had a great first fight. It didn't go his way, unfortunately, but he definitely, that was in Street Beef West Coast 2, I believe. And then he came to Street Beef West Coast 4, and he showed out. He actually got a victory from the bottom, actually. So big shout out to Chef Gangsta. Shout out to you guys, man, you and your lady, the kickbox girl. So, and my third pick is going to be the Ani. This man is self-trained, basically, all off of YouTube. I feel like he gets better after every single fight, and he's got a pretty nice record, so that's good. And I don't see a lot of people just walking through the Ani right now, so definitely one of the most improved fighters in my opinion. Now I'm going to go with most active. The next category is going to be most active in the Facebook group. So people who are showing love, giving advice, all that. My first pick is going to be Kakarot. So a lot of you might not know who that is because that's his fight name, but that is going to be my man Coda. So Coda, I know you've seen him in the group. He's an admin, and he's always showing people love, giving great advice. This man has a beautiful soul, throws hands like a freaking savage. I'm glad that I'm not, I don't know if I'm going to match up with him ever, but that'd be a rough night. And now my second shout out for the most active in the group is going to be Heart in the Fight. Not Heart in the Fight, but they are very active as well. It's going to be Hardcore Fight Team. This is Arthur, and this is Will Wendigo. So these guys are always showing love on everyone's posts. They're talking to the group, they're giving good advice, and yeah, so we love having them. And the third shout out is going to be straight to my man Rain. So this dude, man, he acts like an admin, not bossy or anything, but he's giving helpful advice, and he's not even an admin. So give it up for Rain. You know what I mean? This guy, he works hard. I think he's former military, and yeah, he fights hard, and he helps out. He's friendly. And I also want to give a shout out to Long Cut. He hasn't been in the group so long, but the time he's been here, he's probably posted more than a lot of people who got here from the beginning. And that's really awesome, you know what I mean? Interact with the group, help us grow that group on Facebook, Street Beefs West Coast. So go check it out on Facebook. And now this category is a fun one. It's most likely to go pro. And for that, I got my man Kilo for number 1. This dude's 3-0. He did a Muay Thai, he did a boxing, and I think he might have did 2 Muay Thais, I'm not sure. But he's looking good, and he's definitely, he trains at a legit gym. He looks crispy, man. The technique's there 100%. And I'm going to go to my next pick, which is another guy who's in the gym and looks very crispy, Mook. Man, the one-punch knockout, the fight with the Ani, you got it figured out, man. Just keep pushing hard for your dreams. If you want to be a fighter, you could easily make it happen. You're stacked, you know what I mean? So that's a good start. And for my third pick is going to be Venom. This man has so much, he's like resilient, he has so much drive, so much passion for this fight game. So I'm going to have to go with my man Venom. And I do want to give a special shout out to the Ani, because I feel like if he did get in a gym and he does want to do this for a fighting career, he could easily go amateur and go pro. And now I'm going to do best knockout of the mother trucking year. This one was relatively easy to pick all of these, but people's heads came flying off, and it's all love. So I figure I could have been knocked out, or anybody can get knocked out. So the first one, I got Shinigami versus Detail. This is a head kick heard around the world. It's probably got like I don't know how many million views, but yes sir. My next one is gonna be Mook versus Kung Fu Lu. So Mook, we talked about him a little bit. Very highly trained. I mean, he hasn't been training long, but he's so passionate. And he cares about what he's doing, listens to his body. So it's going good for him. Now, my third knockout of the year is gonna have to be either of White Lightning's knockouts. This man is just throwing bombs. He's throwing power, and if he touches you, you might be going to bed. So that's always a crazy speculation. If he lands clean, you might go out. And I'm gonna go ahead and give that special shout out. I have 2 special shout outs on this one. Shout out to Sun Woo for getting Wade out of there. Man, Wade is a very tough, trained guy, and you hit like a truck, Sun Woo. So I gotta give you a shout out. Also, want to do a quick shout out to can't think of it. Well, let's just move on. So go from best knockout to best submission. First on the list, I got my man 300 versus Peso. So it was a good fight. 300 secured a Americana. So that's for high level stuff right there. And our second submission of the year is Shinny versus Streetbender. That was also Americana. High stakes on that fight. Shinny, he wants that perfect record, and Streetbender wanted to steal his fame. So that was an awesome fight. Now, and the final submission of the year is going to go to my man Leon Calvo versus the Mechanist. I don't know. But yeah, that was insane. Toe hold. So another high level. And also want to shout out to Mook. Shout out to Mook for getting the submission on the Ani. I think what was it, standing guillotine or something. But man, that because Ani's a high level guy, so And so next category I am going to go into will be most hard. Now, from previous talking in the video, I'm going to give most hard to my man Streetbender. You know, his debut was versus the champion, and then he did so good in that match that he got the rematch. One of these for you, man, because yeah, you got some huevos. For next one on most hard, I'm gonna give to my man Bushido Zed. This man, you know what I mean, he goes in there, he's reffing, he's managing, he's like helping weighing people in, he's taking IDs, and he goes in there and he fights, and even when he loses, he's not discouraged. You know, he's ready for the next one. Like, it's a learning experience, you know what I mean? So big shout out to Bushido Zed. He's the man, one of the founders, so you the man, bro. Also, shout out to Savage Abel. You know, he went out there, didn't have the best first fight, and had an amazing second fight. So, good stuff, man. You showed lots of heart, and just keep fighting. It's going to go for you. Also, my next category was going to be fan favorites. So, people everyone love. Pretty simple. I'm going to go with the Canadian. When he jumped on the live chat, man, and Hard in the Fight, he took the show, and it was crazy. So, big props to him. Also, I want to give a shout out to Wama. You know what I mean? Everyone loves this man. He boxes hard. He posts videos. He's interactive. And also, I want to give a shout out to Savage Island. So, this dude's a beast. Savage, the knockout policy, you know what I mean? He's a big man. You don't want to piss the Savage off. So, shout out to Savage Island for fan favorite. Now, this is a category that a lot of people were happy about. I'm going to go ahead and bring it up. It's going to be the Boogeyman Award. I give this to my man, the Canadian again. This dude is just... He had a beautiful knockout. He's traveling states. He's getting that experience in. He's probably working harder than any of his competition. So, you're not going to outwork him. You're going to have to knock him out. You're going to have to catch him on the button. And it's going to be a chore. It's going to be hard. So, big shout out to the Canadian, man. If you're in his weight class, a lot of people, if you are screaming for his name, it's because you want a spot. And I don't know if you could take it, but my second Boogeyman Award is going to be my man, Wero. Now, a lot of people are like, man, he just lost. Like, oh, how is he the Boogeyman? His eggs got scrambled. You know what I'm saying? Who knows how the fight could have gone if his eggs didn't get scrambled, aka a low blow. I'm not taking away from my man, Mr. Silas. He was elusive. He was, you know what I mean, cutting angles. He looked sharp. But Wero is a bad dude, man. He's mean. And I don't see a lot of people screaming to fight Wero. And if you do, you're going to get hurt. You better scramble his eggs because you're going to get hurt. Okay. And now, the last person in that category for Boogeyman Award is going to be my man Paradox. His debut, he knocks out one of the most savage dudes, and you know, it was a beautiful fight. I'd love to see that rematch. Paradox, you made the freaking the Boogeyman list, man. I would not want to fight you. You look healthy, you look in shape. Beautiful knockout, brother. Keep on fighting. Alright, bear with me, guys. 2 more categories. First category, Fight of the Year. Karma versus Dirty Devil. Dirty Devil came from either the East Coast or from Washington, and this man can scrap. And Karma, this man can scrap. Karma, if you see this dude, he is built. Karma, man, I don't even like to stand next to this guy. He makes me feel skinny. He makes me feel puny. But Karma's a great guy. Had a hell of a fight. There was a double knockdown. So they both hit each other, and there was a standing 8 count. Beautiful. Fight of the year, candidate number 2, Sun Woo versus WA. Sun Woo had a quick knockout his first fight. You know what I mean? He calls out WA, which is a savage, and I'm like, and he went in there. They had a crazy back and forth fight. They were throwing bombs, and Wade just doesn't care about getting hit. Wade just like throws it on the chin. He just walks right through. And so yeah, we gotta but yeah, while he's marching through, you know, Sun Woo hits like a train. So, but beautiful fight, guys. Happy I could see that one, or I couldn't see it, but I heard about it and I watched it online. Also, shout out my boy Dangerous. Them Arkansas boys, they don't play around. Versus the 1916. This man is big. This man is built. I would not. Both of them are some throwers, man. I would not want to trade leather with them unless I got some face gear on, protection or some. And now the last surprise category, everybody, is going to be the standout rookies. Y'all new cats, here's some love. And keep doing your thing, brother. Get a little bit more technical, a little less raw aggression, but you know, you gotta have cardio to do both, but I feel like raw aggression takes more cardio. So if you're a stud, brother, keep doing your thing. My man Wendigo, this dude had a game plan. He stuck to it. He got in quick, he hit him hard, and he executed. So can't hate on that. First fight, got him out of there quick. We love it. And the last one is gonna be Dangerous. This man had 2 fights in one day. 2 W's in one day. Dangerous. Them Arkansas boys don't play around. Cody Beck, shout out to you, Nasty Native. Finally, you beautiful people, if you watched it this long, shout out to the bosses, Alex Chenard, aka Bushido Zed, and my man, Tiny Tank, aka Martin Rubio. Without you guys, none of this is possible. I'm happy that Scarface trusted you guys enough to make a branch, because I couldn't make it to Virginia. So, you guys open these doors, moose in the motherfucker.